Hey, welcome to another tutorial on how to unlock the last layer. And this tutorial is not like an actual method that you would use in fast solves. It's just a trick that you can do to like just show others. And oops, and you can like you have to know PLL for this, full PLL. OLL doesn't matter. You do have to know like basic cases like soon, and that's pretty much all you need. So we'll get into it. So I'll just randomly scramble the cube up and reach our last layer case. So right here, oops, and so I'll just do PLL. I mean F12, and that leaves us with this case. Now you would know we can do this and then in a sledge if we know OLL, but that's not what we're gonna do here. Here we kind of visualize what would happen if everything was flipped but in its own spot. See that? You don't have to actually do that, obviously. So the after you kind of visualize that, we are gonna do solve the top layer in that with that method. So you're gonna orient everything without actually moving it. So we'll do the learn the algebra for this before we get into actually doing some solves. So first of all, we'll start off with permuting the corners. So if you don't want to like learn a lot of algs, this is just one alg you can do is ahead like when you have these two facing this side and you have to orient them, and as you can see nothing moves around. So you do inverse soon here and an inverse soon here, and that solves it. So if you don't want to learn any of the other algs, which is just really easy, just like these, you can skip to the timestamp above, or you can just learn two more algs. It's actually just one more, but yeah. So right here you have this case. This is basically just the inverse of the last one. So the last one kind of permuted it like this one permutes it in the opposite direction. So the way you do this is a lefty sewn and then a righty sewn, and that's pretty much it. So like that. Now we move on. Oh wait, hold on, I still haven't covered sewn. So for something like Sion, you can just go start off with one of them and take the single corner. Like here, we take this corner in the middle and kind of ignore that. We don't look at that. So first we look at this one. We recognize this case to be the same as this case, and so that's Sion on the right. I mean, an anti-Sion on the right and an anti-Sion on the left, and then you rotate here. And the way you know what case you're gonna get here is you look at this one, right? Generally, another way you can remember this is just the case kind of switches. So you're gonna get the other case if you did the first case here, but you can also look at the corner there to understand what case you're gonna get. After that, we're moving on to the edge permutations. I mean edge orientations. So you can really just work with one alg here, and so I'll show you guys. So right here we have everything solved these two edges to flip. So the way you do that is just do m prime, u prime, m, u prime. So you can just see we keep doing that, and then you have an edge perm, and then you have a u. So the way I remember the u is it goes in the, so all of our first moves are in that direction and the last one goes in the opposite direction. And before and I like to do the edge perm before the AUF because you can cancel moves, like you can cancel into the edge perm right here, and but you can not cancel if you want. And now really it's just a matter of visualization, and so I'll just set up a case. So okay, so here we have these two edges to flip, and we have a sewn case for the corners, and you have to kind of visualize what would happen if we twisted everything, right? So a quick way to visualize this is try to first flip one corner. Now here you know that these two don't form a bar, right? Because blue and green obviously don't match. Then you check on the other side. So I flip this, I have orange here, red here, and they still don't make a bar. So you check it, two adjacent sides, two opposite sides. Wait, sorry. So you check this side and then you check this side. So this side green, this side blue. That still doesn't make a bar, and that tells you that it's gonna be a diagonal swap. But really, the easiest way is just to kind of visualize all of these getting, oriented. So here I can visualize a viper. So I'll just try to show you guys. So as you can kind of see the viper resemblance, I'll use our alg for this one. Right, and then you have to also remember the AUF for your PLL. So I'll do an example solve right here before I end the video. So that, and okay, so again we have the same case, so assume and the adjacent swap, and this time I'll actually execute it. And so right here I can suddenly quickly see that I'm gonna have headlights here, a bar here, we are gonna have a bar here which makes up a J-perm, and J-perm right here. So because this is a red bar, this is the red, this would be the red side after the J-perm, and then I'll have to do a U prime. So now I'll just solve all the pieces, and yeah. Just like that. So you can try this out. You might not get it on the first try, just like any blind technique, but this is a lot easier to do. And just make sure you are visualizing correctly, and that should be good enough. Once you get the hang of it, it's not like hard to do. But another thing you can do is try to actually don't actually be blindfolded during your solve sessions, solves, first few solves, so that you can see if you go wrong, where you go wrong, and if there's anything you don't predict, you'll remember to predict that next time. So that's all there is for today, and thank you for watching.